When I get up in the morning, first thing I do after prayer is I make myself a tea. And the tea that I make is soursop and moringa tea. And I add some cloves, whole cloves, in my tea. Now, this is brilliant for cleansing the womb. It's brilliant for cleansing, your blood, your lymphatic system, and also your reproductive organs. Now, listen, ladies, if you are trying to conceive, if you are having fertility issues, you really want to get onto drinking these type of teas first thing in the morning. As part of my routine, I also like to have a green shake, which, it varies in vegetables and fruit. But you can make one out of whatever you have in your fruit bowl. And really, if your fruit bowl is full of, green fruits such as green apples, cucumbers, green vegetables such as kale, avocado, kiwis, things like that, even things such as ginger. You can blend all of these things up to make a nutritious juice, and it gives you so much vitamins and minerals that are cleansing to the blood, brilliant for your immune system, and such a booster in the morning, especially when you're on the go. It's also important to be in health and to look after your body. We're taught falsely that you need to put all these things on your skin, all of these creams and all of these things that, quite frankly, I call money wasters, because there's so much harmful chemicals in them. Really, as young women, and even as you get older, it's so important to take control and take hold of your health so that your body will look vitalized on the outside, and it will take care of you from the inside, because ladies, what you put on the inside shows on the outside naturally. So I always make myself a nice breakfast, some apples, very good for energy, followed by a pot of amaranth, ancient grains, which I boil, excuse me for the steam, in a pot. Very nutritious and very good for you to start the day. Lots of protein, lots of fiber, and so much better than these toxic cereals that you buy in a box. Another thing, ladies, to be doing, especially, get in the habit as a young lady, but also as you're getting older, is to swap your oil for coconut oil. Yes, swap your cooking oil for coconut oil, swap it for rapeseed oil, swap it for oils that are really beneficial for the body. You'll find that coconut oil, things like palm oil, they are the top oils when it comes to the body. And if you're using virgin olive oil, please, 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 ladies, make sure that it is organic, because nowadays the virgin olive oil that you get in the supermarkets are actually not pure. They're absolutely mixed and they're not good for you. So swap your cooking oil for virgin oil or rapeseed oil. But please, 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 ladies, stay away from those vegetable oils and canola oil. We are never told how they or what even they put in these vegetable oils that they have on the shelves. They're very toxic for you, ladies, and they absolutely will affect your reproductive organs if you are trying to conceive. Please take control of your health and start swapping for healthier options, things that are going to absolutely give you good health and assist you if you are trying to conceive. And even if you're not, as you're getting older, ladies, these things are so important so that you can be healthy on the outside and healthy on the inside. And I want to say lastly as well that, a person's weight does affect a woman's body. It affects a woman's fertility. And if you are overweight, if you are obese, then you need to address those issues. It's not enough just to, to exercise and things like that. You really need to address the root causes of why it is that, you are overweight. It's one thing to concentrate on exercising and all of these things, but if there is a root cause, in other words, if there are root causes of, issues with the way that you look at food, the way that you eat food, your relationship, if you will, with eating, your relationship when it comes to exercising, then these are the things that you need to address. Because a person can exercise, but if they haven't addressed the root causes of how it is that they got to that stage in the first place, then quite frankly, you will become overweight again very rapidly. Now, another thing I want to address is anger issues. Now, a lot of the time when people are going through fertility issues, sometimes there is a root issue of anger issues there somewhere. Either you're not able to manage your emotions, or there's some sort of trauma there that makes you susceptible or easily angered or offended. These things need to be addressed because it causes unhealthy chemicals in the body that actually stays there for a long time unless you address them. Another thing is, depression. If you are prone to, bouts of depression, again, the root causes really need to be dealt with, because again, depression is something that really impacts a woman's body, a woman's mind, and a woman's fertility functioning. Now, there's all types of things that impact and affect and push depression into your system. Sometimes it can be genetics, sometimes it can be a chemical imbalance in the brain, and sometimes it's poor nutrition, what you're eating, or what you're lacking sometimes as well. Sometimes you're lacking in certain minerals and herbs in your diet, low iron levels, for example, low magnesium, low zinc. These are things that affect your brain chemistry and cause imbalance in the body. Physical health issues, looking at your health, how can you use natural healing, homeopathic remedies to resolve some of these issues? And even more importantly, you need to assess your relationship with God, with the Most High Yah. It's not God's will for you to be struggling in your health in general, or to be struggling with fertility issues, if that is, your issue. Really and truly, you need to be strong in your relationship with Yahuwah, because whatever it is that is, stopping you from conceiving while your womb isn't being opened, to get biblical with it, whatever that is, God is going to highlight for you those issues. God is going to highlight to you the areas that you need to address. And at this point, I want to say that no amount of exercise is going to exercise away the trauma in your life. You really need to get down to the root causes, because until you get down to the root causes of, your health, and if you're trying to conceive, your infertility, then this will continue to be an issue. It will continue to be prolonged, and you will not see results, positive results. And so, as a mother of many children myself, I can tell you that it is very important that you deal with those issues. You need to, exercise, you need to maintain your weight, you need to maintain your state of mind, be in health, all of these things. but you also have to address the root causes. Because if you have an issue with depression, if you have an issue with anger, if you have an issue with any of these things, your womb will remain closed. Let me say this again. If you do not deal with these root cause issues, your womb will remain closed. So I pray that this video encourages you, and I pray that it gives you food for thought. And remember, work on being in health. Praise Yah.